Hi folks, and welcome back to this is part 3, and what I've decided that I am gonna get the knobs off, and they are actually coming very slowly. There we go. The knobs are coming very slowly, so because I do want to give the chassis a really good overhaul, so you know I don't want to really send it back without, and I want to replace that 2-core lead. So there we are. I couldn't shift them before, but you know, right, that's a dirty manky old capacitor. Right, let's drop these in here. There's 4 screws that should be here as well. Put them in there. And I would feel better in myself knowing that I've given it a clean bill of health. Let's turn the soldering iron on just in case that's needed. And I want to clean behind the dial and stuff, and we've got 3 knobs off. And I feel the volume knob might have been replaced and might be the most difficult one to get out. It might not have been, but oh, we're moving. Yeah, the volume knob's been replaced because it's been cut down. You can tell it's been cut down. I thought it had, but right. Let's move my phone. Right, well that's got us. Well, that's got us there to the point where we can remove the chassis, which is what we want. I've still not found my frigging glasses. And these are nuts, so I need my nut spinner. So where's my nut spinner? See if my glasses are around here somewhere. Yeah, I've found my glasses. Now to find my nut spinner. Should be on the bench somewhere, but or did I chuck it in the drawer last night? I can't remember because I put some stuff away. So let's have a look in the drawer. See if it's in here. It isn't, but I've got another one here. Which will suffice. I've got this small stubby one which will do the job. Don't know where my other one is, it's on here somewhere. I'll have to tidy the bench up at some point. Right, so, and there's a fibre washer. No, it's too big for that fucking, I'll throw it in there. It's too big, that washer's too big for that idler. So we'll take the chassis screws out. I want to get the washer off as well. There we go. Because all that was stuck on, if I'd have fucking left it down there and turned that out the other way around, it would have fell off and got lost. Same with that one. So basically we'll just, there we are. So you can get a good clean out as well now. I can't really not leave anything and not go through the chassis. I need to be satisfied before it goes back that everything's as it should be, and I'll be able to tell have a good look at them capacitors, see if they have got any crap coming out of them, and if they have, then I can get them replaced. And I think these are longer than the back ones. Oops, the chassis just fell down slightly. No worries about that, and the washer's moved with it. So if I hold the knob, it'll stop the chassis falling, hopefully. And we won't do anything stupid like break any valves. If I hold that there, turn this round, there we go. Yeah, it's had the EL84 replaced in this recently. Recce looks a bit tired, but it was doing the job, so you know. So I need to unplug these two wires here, which are aerial. These two wires here, which are speaker. We need to do a proper job on those. I don't know whether you have to take the speaker out to get the chassis out of this thing. Whether there's enough clearance to get the chassis out. Right. We've got the motor connected somewhere, or have we? Yeah, that goes to the front of the chassis, and that looks like it's a modification. Because that's a different type of wire than what's used everywhere else. So we'll just snip that for now. We'll just snip that for now. Needs to be replaced, that wire is rock hard, it's no good. There we go. Right, now the speaker cloth's a bit fucked as well, it's been nibbled by mice. Now, so you can get the wires. Got a feeling oh no, I was going to say I've got a feeling we might have to shift the chassis, but we don't. But it needs a good clean, it's filthy. The vanes in the tuner need a good clean, you know, the plates, they need a good clean. So if I lift this out, make sure there's no wires there. No, there ain't. Move these fucking grounded, these shielded wires. I don't want them fucking touching anything. This thing was just on a few minutes ago. Something tangled. What have we got tangled? The power cord. Put the radio chassis there for a minute. Make a bit of room here. Make sure I don't fucking fingers anywhere, because this thing's just being on. Oh, it has got a conventional CAN capacitor in it. It's got a conventional CAN capacitor, it's just laid on its side and not stuck through the chassis. So to get to that, the chassis would have had to have come out anyway, and it's filthy in there, so that needs doing. So the chassis had to come out, and I'll redo all this wiring. Like I say, the external speaker socket, that's going to be got rid of. Aerial socket, no, I'll leave the external aerial socket in, because so when he sells it, somebody might want to connect an external aerial into it. Put that on the top of there for now. There we go. Right. Now we're into there are your lamps. It's your power cord. It's the original one. It's not in bad nick, to be honest, but right. Now, there we go. In that manky, folks, that is disgusting. The bulbs were flickering, so I'm just hoping that they were a bit loose. There's no need to replace them, they're not blown. So, that's the chassis out. Didn't think I was going to get it out, in all honesty. It does need a clean, it's a bit manky. Right, very simple system though. Right, let's see what we've got in the way of valves. We've got an EL84. See what we've got for rectifier. It's a fucking stiff one. Don't want to come out. What gets me though, I've got a feeling that the EL84 socket might have been replaced. Because why has it got an EL84 and the rest of them have got these tits on the bottom of the valves? I'm not quite understanding that. I'll have to have a look at the manual, but that's what do you call it? Did something fall on me from under the bench? Now get up there, you. That's a 6Q2. A 6202, basically an EL84. Looks like a pretty brand new one and all. Well, somebody must have put that in recently. And let's try and get this recce out. The original rectifiers are mullard. Fucking hell, that doesn't want to move. That doesn't want to move. Let's try one of these ones. Yeah, that one's come out. EF41. That fucker don't want to move either. And that one there's fucking filthy. That's an ordinary one and all. ECH 81. Let's take the valves out so that they're safe. Get my meter, and I'll also need my capacitor tester so that I can, yeah, it's probably is original, that smoother, but saying that, there's no swelling on it and there's no gunge coming out of it. So and that was an EF41, wasn't it? Well, these two here, they've got to come out. Jesus. Wow. They don't want to move. And I think I know why. Somebody's bent the socket further in. You can't pass it. So see that one there, you can get your tool in, the other one you can't. The same with this one here. Can't get your fucking tool into the bastard. Someone squashed the valve socket. When they pushed the valve, squashed the socket and forced the valve in. You can see where this is open here and not open there. So I don't want to break the valves because I might not have any more. I'm leaving them in. I'm leaving them in, folks. I'm not taking the chance of staying in. Because this one here is nice and straight. But these ones have been nailed up. That's been pressed in. And it's pressing on the glass. You know. And this one here has been pressed in as well. Because it's out here where it should be. And pressed in there. The socket's been deformed. I mean, if the valves were fucked, that'd be a different matter, but they're not. So I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to leave them in. Anyway, let's see what voltages we've got on this capacitor, see if it's discharged or whether we've got anything on it. This big smoother. See what we get. Volts. Check this one first. Fuck all. One volt. 1 volt. 1.5 volts. Enough to drive a D-cell, but enough about says what you get in a D-cell battery. It's not 150, it is a decimal point there, so it is 1.5. So I can work on the chassis with the valves in because they don't stick higher than the transformers, so you know I can do that. What I want to look at first is the volume control, because the volume control is very crackly on this. Oops. So we want to look at the volume control, which is here, but we also want to look at the selector, and I might clean them. Yeah, but that was some dust bunny, wasn't it? And there's not really a lot under here to actually replace. It's just check the main smoother. That's supposed to be a weighted flywheel, but I think the days of that being weighted have gone. Let's just rest that up on its end a minute. it's loose. I'm trying to see where it's loose. Oh, it's got them daft clips on the back. I'm trying to see where it's actually loose. Careful, I don't want to knock the tuning dial off. I want to clean this front here. Maybe take that off actually, because he bought some paint which was near enough white for doing the record deck, and there was some left. So I might take this off if I can get this off. Yeah, why not? Let's take this off. There we go. Pull the bulb holders off. There we go. Oh, hang on, it means taking the fucking dial string off. I'll tell you what I'll do, folks. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift the pointer off. I'm going to get that out of the way. And here's what I'm going to do. No, I'm glad I realised that before I fucking did it. I don't want to restring it. Glad I fucking spotted that. Let's clean the pointer. That pointer should be red, but over the course of years it's turned black. So I'll see if I can find some red paint to put on that, or a red piece of heat shrink even to do it. Oops. Piece of red heat shrink could do it. Get this out of the way. What I'll do, it all needs freshening up. And what I'll do, I'll actually yeah, because it's a bit crappy this. Let's give it another once over. It's had water or something in this at some time, I know. But I'll never get that dial to look as white as it once did. So what I'm going to do, watch this. Get the dial out of the way, get my cloth, put my cloth over the top of the chassis, get my bulbs out of the way because I don't want them going a funny colour. There we go. And what we'll do now, just pop in the hallway, get that can of paint that he bought, and just give it a light dusting. I'll do that on camera. You can see me get paint everywhere now. It only needs one coat. You've probably heard the saying, folks. You can't make a sow's purse. You can't make a pig's ear. You can't make a silk purse out of a pig's ear. And that's probably true. But this is not going to go that far. It's only going to go on the front here. It won't go inside the chassis. So what we'll do, we'll we've got a run there. Just wipe that run off. Wipe that run off. There we go. Got a bit of a run there, folks. Don't want runs, do we? There we go. Well, I don't suppose it matters much, does it? Because it's going to be behind the dial, it ain't going to be seen. It's just to freshen it up a bit, that's all. And, you know, there's a run in it there. You know, but that looks better. Once that dries, now if I just move that back. There we go. Yeah, that'll be alright, that. Just wipe the underneath where there's a few drips. There we are. Just take it along there, anywhere there's a few drips, just get it off. There we are. Leave that to dry. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Just freshens the front up a bit, and I'll, you know, that'll do. So that's what we needed for that. Get the rest of the paint off my bench. Doesn't matter if it all comes off. So I think I've got paint in my glasses. Give them a wipe. I mean, everything on here that's might have got a little bit is junk anyway, so can I see white speckles? No, okay. Give me meter a bit of a wipe. Didn't get any on there, but just in case, well, there's a few speckles, but that's got them off. Yeah. So you've had left them for years and years and I never got them off. But because they were straight away, I'm not bothered about a little bit of paint on my bench. I mean, there's all sorts on there anyway. But, I mean, it sort of bubbled up there, sort of reacted a little bit. But just lift this up. Just wipe off the excess under there. We've got a load under there. There we go. I think I was a bit too heavy with it, to be honest. Got a bit there. There's a couple of runs in it, but let's wipe the excess off there. Right, that'll do. Right, let's get me heat shrink. Turn me heat gun on, which is on. And what we'll do next, we'll get some heat shrink. Very thin stuff. And I want the really thin red if I've got any left. There's some here, but this is not, I don't think this is the really thin stuff. Yeah, it is. Get a couple of pieces of that and slide it up the tuning, because it's supposed to be red, and to be honest, I think if I can get it to look like that, I think it'll be better. You see it better because you can't see that on black dial. So all we do, ew, that's still wet, I forgot. Slip that. Up there. Slip that one there. Then all we do, without melting the tuning cord, there we are. That little bit there, we just do that with the iron. There we are. Done. That's going to look a damn sight better. You're going to be able to see the tuning dial now when you move it across the dial. So what we'll do, we'll give it 10 minutes for that paint to dry. Yeah, I'll give it 10 minutes for that paint to dry. I've got a bit of paint on the wires as well, but it doesn't matter. We know which is, you know, it just scrapes off. We know which is the red and which is the black. It's not a problem, that. Right, and that'll do. I'm not going to go any further with that. And the other thing is the front of this doesn't get hot, so we don't have to worry about it. Right, the corner of the chassis there is bent, which means it's been dropped at some point, so we'll straighten that because that needs to be straight. There we go. Now, I won't put the pointer back in yet. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, let this paint dry, make a coffee and have a fag. Be back in a minute, folks. Right, where's the remote? Thought I've got the paint on my phone then and it's not, it's dust. I mean, it goes everywhere, but you know, I just think it's makes it look a bit better when you switch it on. We shall see. Oh, I pressed the wrong fucking button. That's the wrong remote. Hang on.